after. Pursue. She's going to go after her dreams. He decided to go after the job he wanted. Run away, escape. The dog tried to run away from the yard. He wanted to run away from home. Turn on, activate. Can you turn on the lights? I turned on the TV to watch the news. Go ahead, proceed. Go ahead and start without me. If you're ready, go ahead with your presentation. Carry on, continue. Please carry on with your work. She carried on speaking despite the interruption. Bring down, reduce. The new law aims to bring down taxes. The team worked hard to bring down the costs. Find out, discover. I'm going to find out what happened. She found out the truth about the surprise party. Cut off, disconnect. The phone call was suddenly cut off. They cut off the electricity for repairs. Take after, resemble. She takes after her mother in looks. You really take after your father. Give up, stop trying, don't give up on your dreams. He was about to give up when he finally succeeded. Wait for, anticipate. I'm waiting for my friends to arrive. We had to wait for the bus in the rain. Look after, care for. She looks after her younger brother. Who will look after the dog while you're away? Fill up, become full. The gas tank filled up quickly. The room filled up with people at the party. Put up with, tolerate. I can't put up with this noise anymore. She had to put up with her rude co-worker. Look out, be cautious. Look out for cars when crossing the street. Look out, there's a puddle. Wake up, become alert. I usually wake up at 7 a.m. It's hard for me to wake up early. Hold up, delay, or rob. The traffic held up our journey. A man tried to hold up the bank. Sit down, take a seat. Please sit down and relax. I'm tired. Let's sit down for a while. Call up, phone someone. I'll call up my friend tonight. She called up the office to confirm. Drop by, visit briefly. He'll drop by the office later. I'm going to drop by my aunt's house. Look into, investigate. The police will look into the matter. I need to look into that new restaurant. Get along, be friendly. They get along really well. I'm happy they get along with each other. Keep on, continue doing. Keep on practicing, and you'll get better. He keeps on asking the same question. Make up for, compensate. I'll make up for the missed class next week. He tried to make up for his mistake. Put on, wear, or organize. I put on my jacket because it's cold. They put on a great show last night. Look after. Take care of. She will look after the children today. I need to look after my plants while I'm away. Work on, focus effort on. I'm going to work on my English skills. She's been working on the new project all day. Use up, consume entirely. I've used up all the sugar. We used up all the milk for the recipe. Break in, enter by force. Someone tried to break in last night. They had to break in through the back door. Write up, create a report. I need to write up the meeting notes. She wrote up the proposal for her boss. Get by, survive or manage. I can get by with just a few clothes. He doesn't have much money, but he gets by. Show up, arrive or appear. She didn't show up for the meeting. We were waiting for hours, but he didn't show up. Take off, remove or depart. Please take off your shoes before entering. The plane will take off in 10 minutes. Leave out, omit or exclude. Don't leave out any important details. He accidentally left out my name from the list. Set aside, reserve or save. Set aside some time for study. She set aside money for a vacation. Burn out, become exhausted. He burnt out after working long hours. Be careful not to burn out at work. Turn down, reject or lower. He turned down the job offer. She turned down the music because it was too loud. Run into, meet by accident. I ran into an old friend at the store. We ran into some trouble on our trip. Back up, support or reverse. I need you to back up your claim. Can you back up a little? Give away, donate or reveal. She decided to give away her old clothes. He gave away the surprise at the party. Come across, find by chance. I came across an interesting book in the library. She came across some old photos in the attic. Get together, meet socially. Let's get together for lunch tomorrow. We should get together soon to catch up. Turn up, arrive or increase. She didn't turn up for her appointment. He turned up the volume on the TV. Pick on, bully or criticize. Stop picking on your little brother. He always picks on the new kid at school. Sort out, organize or solve. I need to sort out my closet this weekend. We have to sort out the problem before it gets worse. Give in, surrender or yield. She didn't want to give in to the pressure. After hours of arguing, he finally gave in. Knock out, make unconscious. The punch knocked him out cold. The boxer knocked out his opponent in the second round. Cut back, reduce consumption. We need to cut back on spending this month. She's trying to cut back on her caffeine intake. Make up, invent, or reconcile. He made up an excuse for being late. They had an argument, but they made up later. Close down, shut permanently. The restaurant decided to close down for good. Due to the pandemic, many businesses closed down. Take back, retract or return. She had to take back her words after realizing she was wrong. I need to take back this shirt because it doesn't fit. Fall through, fail to happen. The plans for the party fell through at the last minute. The deal fell through because of a disagreement. Put aside, save or set apart. She put aside some money for emergencies. They decided to put aside their differences and work together. Turn off, stop or deactivate. Please turn off the lights when you leave. He turned off the TV because it was too loud. Turn in, submit or go to bed. Don't forget to turn in your report by Friday. I'm tired, so I'm going to turn in early tonight. Set up, arrange or establish. They set up a meeting for tomorrow. We need to set up the equipment before the event. Write down, record in writing. Please write down your name and email address. I wrote down all the important points from the lecture. Pass out, faint or distribute. She passed out after running the marathon. The teacher passed out the test papers. Eat out, dine at a restaurant. We love to eat out on the weekends. They decided to eat out at a new place tonight. Go through, endure, or examine. He had to go through a lot of struggles to succeed. We need to go through the documents before signing. Put up, provide accommodation. They put us up in a nice hotel for the weekend. We'll put you up for the night if you need a place to stay. Look back, reflect on the past. She often looks back at her childhood memories. It's important to look back on your experiences and learn from them. Call back. Return a phone call. I'll call you back later. He didn't answer, so I'll call him back in an hour. Think over, consider carefully. You should think over your decision before acting. She had to think over the proposal for a few days. Figure out, understand, or solve. I can't figure out how to fix this problem. She finally figured out the solution to the puzzle. Ask around. Ask multiple people. I'll ask around to see if anyone knows the answer. He asked around for directions, but no one knew. Put down, criticize or euthanize. Stop putting down your colleagues. They had to put down the dog due to illness. Carry out, perform or accomplish. The team will carry out the project by next week. He carried out the experiment successfully. Come up with, think of or create. I need to come up with a new idea for the project. She came up with a clever solution to the problem. Come out. Be revealed or released. The truth will come out eventually. His new book will come out next month. Hang out. Spend time with friends. We like to hang out at the mall on weekends. They hung out at the park all afternoon. Bring up, mention, or raise a child. I didn't want to bring up the topic of politics. She brought up her children to be kind and honest. Run out of, use up all of something. We ran out of milk, so I need to buy some. I ran out of time before finishing the project. Move on. Continue after an obstacle. It's time to move on from the past. After the accident, she was able to move on and heal. Drop out, leave school or a program. He decided to drop out of college to start his own business. She dropped out of the program after the first semester. Bring up, raise a subject or a child. He brought up an important issue during the meeting. They brought up their children with strong values. Do without, manage without something. I can do without sugar in my coffee. We'll have to do without the extra supplies for now. Check out of, leave or pay at a hotel. We need to check out of the hotel by 11 a.m. After breakfast, they checked out of the hotel. Stand up, rise from a seated position. Please stand up when the teacher enters the room. He stood up to give his presentation. Work out, exercise, or find a solution. I like to work out at the gym in the mornings. We need to work out the details of the plan. Fall for, be deceived, or fall in love. She fell for his charm immediately. I can't believe I fell for that scam. Blow away, impress, or carry away by wind. The performance really blew me away. The strong winds blew away the leaves. Turn around, change direction, or improve. The driver had to turn around because of the roadblock. Sales really turned around after the new campaign. Keep up with, stay informed, or match pace. It's hard to keep up with all the new technology. He was fast enough to keep up with the group. Take out, remove, or bring someone on a date. He's going to take out the trash. She asked him to take her out for dinner. Look forward to, anticipate with excitement. I look forward to the weekend every week. We look forward to your visit next month. Break down, stop working, or become emotional. The car broke down on the highway. She broke down in tears after hearing the news. Check in, register, or arrive at a hotel airport. We need to check in at the airport 2 hours before the flight. I'll check in with you later to see how you're doing. Keep up, maintain, or stay at the same pace. I can't keep up with all the changes at work. He's trying to keep up with his studies while working full-time. English Phrasal Verbs, Meanings and Examples, Volume 3. Give up, quit. He decided to give up smoking for his health. Don't give up on your dreams. Come up, arise. A new opportunity has come up at work. The question came up during the meeting. Kick off. Begin. The event will kick off at 10 a.m. They kicked off the campaign with a big celebration. Gear up. Prepare. We need to gear up for the winter season. She's gearing up for her final exams. Get over. Recover. It took him a while to get over the flu. She couldn't get over the surprise party. Sum up, summarize. Can you sum up the main points for me? He summed up the discussion in a few words. Iron out, resolve. We need to iron out the details before signing the contract. They are trying to iron out their differences. Look up to, admire. Many students look up to their teacher. He has always looked up to his older brother. Carry on, continue. Let's carry on with the project. She told him to carry on despite the challenges. Head for, go toward. We're heading for the beach this weekend. The storm is heading for the coast. Cut down on, reduce. I'm trying to cut down on sugar. They need to cut down on expenses. Hold back, restrain. She couldn't hold back her tears. The police tried to hold back the crowd. Chip in, contribute. Everyone decided to chip in for the gift. We all chipped in to buy a cake. Run out of, deplete. We've run out of milk. She ran out of ideas for the project. Talk into, persuade. He talked her into going to the party. They tried to talk him into joining the team. Let down, disappoint. I didn't mean to let you down. The movie let us down because it wasn't as good as expected. Nod off, fall asleep. He nodded off during the lecture. I almost nodded off while reading the book. Stand up for, defend. You should stand up for your rights. He always stands up for his friends. Zone out, lose focus. I tend to zone out during long meetings. She zoned out while staring at the window. Zero in on, focus on. The team needs to zero in on the problem. He zeroed in on his goal and worked hard to achieve it. See off, say goodbye. We went to the airport to see off our friends. She waved as they saw her off at the station. Put up with, tolerate. I can't put up with this noise anymore. She had to put up with his bad behavior. Speak up, talk louder. Please speak up, I can't hear you. He spoke up to voice his concerns. Watch out, be careful. Watch out for cars when crossing the road. You need to watch out for scams online. Run off, leave quickly. She ran off to catch her bus. The thief ran off before anyone could stop him. Mess up, make a mistake. I don't want to mess up this presentation. He messed up the recipe and had to start over. Make up for, compensate. I'll make up for being late by working extra hours. She tried to make up for her mistake with an apology. Come in, enter or arrive. Please come in and have a seat. The train came in right on time. Fall behind, not keep up. He fell behind in his studies after missing classes. The runner fell behind the rest of the group. Cheer up, become happier, cheer up. Things will get better soon. She tried to cheer up her friend with a joke. End up, eventually reach. If you don't study, you'll end up failing the test. We ended up staying at home because of the rain. Stand out, be noticeable. Her bright red coat made her stand out in the crowd. His artwork really stands out among the others. Ease off, reduce or relax. The pain will ease off after taking the medicine. Traffic eased off as we got closer to the city. Reel in, attract or catch. He managed to reel in a big fish on his first try. The shop's discounts are designed to reel in customers. Pick up, learn or collect. She's starting to pick up some Spanish words. Can you pick up the kids from school? Keep to, follow or adhere. Let's keep to the plan and not make any changes. She always keeps to her promises. Take over, assume control. He will take over the family business next year. The new manager took over the project last week. Bump into, meet by chance. I bumped into an old friend at the mall. She often bumps into her neighbors at the park. Talk back, respond rudely. Don't talk back to your teacher. He got in trouble for talking back to his parents. Do up, fasten or renovate. She asked me to do up the buttons on her dress. They plan to do up the old house next year. Drop by, visit informally. You can drop by my office any time. They dropped by to see how we were doing. Use up, consume completely. Don't use up all the milk. We need some for breakfast. He used up all his savings to buy a new car. Settle down, become stable. They decided to settle down in the countryside. After moving often, she finally settled down in one city. Come down with become ill. I think I'm coming down with a cold. She came down with the flu last week. Turn up, appear, or increase. She didn't turn up for the meeting. Can you turn up the volume on the TV? Pick on, bully, or criticize. The teacher told them not to pick on their classmates. He was often picked on because of his glasses. Come across, find by chance. I came across an old photo album in the attic. She came across as very friendly during the interview. Wait on, serve, or attend to. The waiter waited on us quickly at the restaurant. She waits on her grandmother every weekend. Break up, end a relationship. They decided to break up after 5 years together. The loud music broke up the serious discussion. Check off markers completed. I checked off the tasks on my to-do list. Don't forget to check off the items you've packed. Call out, shout, or criticize. She called out his name to get his attention. The coach called out the player for not trying hard enough. Wind down, relax after stress. After the long trip, they needed time to wind down. The company decided to wind down its operations, fall apart, break into pieces. The chair fell apart after years of use. She fell apart when she heard the bad news. Sort out, organize or resolve. We need to sort out this mess before the guests arrive. He helped me sort out my schedule for the week. Hang on, wait or hold tightly. Hang on, I'll be ready in a minute. He told her to hang on to the railing for safety. Live up to, meet expectations. The movie didn't live up to my expectations. He works hard to live up to his family's standards. Keep away, maintain a distance. Keep away from the edge of the cliff. They were told to keep away from the construction site. Hold on, wait or grasp tightly. Hold on. I need to grab my bag. He held on to the rope during the climb. Get by, manage with difficulty. We can get by with just one car for now. He barely gets by on his small salary. Let off, release or not punish. The police let him off with a warning. They let off fireworks to celebrate the event. Back down, withdraw or concede. She refused to back down during the argument. He had to back down when he realized he was wrong. Drag on, continue for too long. The meeting dragged on for hours. His explanation dragged on and everyone got bored. Figure out, understand, or solve. I need to figure out how to fix this problem. She finally figured out the answer to the puzzle. Go off, explode, or make a sound. The alarm went off at 6 a.m. The bomb went off, causing damage to the building. Put across, communicate clearly. She managed to put across her point effectively. He struggled to put across his ideas during the meeting. Hold down, keep a job or control. He's been able to hold down a steady job for years. She held down the papers to prevent them from blowing away. Get away with, escape punishment. He got away with cheating on the test. They tried to get away with not paying the bill. Drop off, deliver, or fall asleep. Can you drop off this package at the post office? She dropped off while watching the movie. Take off, leave quickly, or remove. He took off his jacket as it was warm inside. The plane took off on time this morning. Move on, leave behind, or progress. It's time to move on from the past. After the meeting, we moved on to the next topic. Clear up, explain, or become sunny. Can you clear up this misunderstanding? The weather cleared up just in time for the picnic. Jump in, join quickly, or interrupt. I'll jump in to help if you need me. She jumped in during the conversation with her opinion. Bring up, mention, or raise a child. He brought up an interesting point in the discussion. She was brought up in a small town. Opt out, choose not to participate. He decided to